Have you ever wondered what the biggest challenge is for the Los Angeles Dodgers in the second half of the 2026 MLB season? Is it making a blockbuster trade? Is it maintaining the best record in baseball? Or is it preparing for another World Series run? Surprisingly, none of those are the biggest concern. According to the latest reports, the Dodgers' most important question is much simpler, yet much more serious. Can Shohei Ohtani stay healthy? Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about Ohtani's lingering knee issue, what Dodgers coaches are saying behind the scenes, how it could affect the team's championship hopes, and why the second half of the season may depend entirely on baseball's biggest superstar. Make sure you stay until the end because what Dodgers pitching coach Mark Prior revealed could determine whether Los Angeles dominates October or faces another difficult postseason journey. Shohei Ohtani has been nothing short of incredible during the first half of the 2026 season. As a pitcher, he has posted an outstanding 8-2 record with a remarkable 1.79 ERA, proving once again why he's one of the most dominant players in Major League Baseball. At the plate, he's continued to be one of the Dodgers' most dangerous hitters, making him the ultimate two-way superstar. But behind those incredible numbers, Ohtani has quietly been battling a problem that refuses to go away, a lingering issue with his left knee. The concern started weeks ago when Ohtani began experiencing swelling in his left knee. At first, the Dodgers believed it was something manageable. However, as the weeks passed, the swelling remained persistent, especially after pitching appearances. Eventually, the organization decided it was time to take action. Before the All-Star break, the Dodgers made the difficult decision to skip Ohtani's final scheduled start and instead allow doctors to drain fluid from his knee. The hope was simple: give him enough rest so he could return refreshed for the second half of the season. Dodgers pitching coach Mark Prior admitted that the team is paying very close attention to the situation. When asked how concerned he was, Prior initially hesitated before saying he was moderately concerned. While he emphasized that every pitcher deals with aches and pains throughout a long baseball season, he also admitted that everyone hopes the All-Star break will calm the inflammation and allow Ohtani to recover properly. Those comments reveal that while the Dodgers are not panicking, they clearly understand how important Ohtani's health is to their championship ambitions. And that's where the real story begins. The Dodgers don't simply need Ohtani to play. They need him performing at an elite level as both a hitter and a pitcher. His health impacts nearly every decision the organization makes during the second half of the season. Whether it's trade deadline strategy, playoff positioning, pitching rotations, or postseason planning, everything revolves around Shohei Ohtani's availability. Manager Dave Roberts has repeatedly explained that the organization is changing how it manages Ohtani's workload. Unlike a traditional starting pitcher, Ohtani also serves as the Dodgers' everyday designated hitter. That means he doesn't get the normal recovery schedule most pitchers enjoy. Instead, he's constantly balancing pitching, hitting, workouts, travel, and recovery. Roberts admitted that the team has become much more careful about monitoring Ohtani's workload rather than simply expecting him to handle everything like a normal player. The Dodgers are now having regular conversations with Ohtani, discussing when extra rest may actually benefit both the player and the team. This new approach is extremely important because Ohtani is attempting something almost no player in modern baseball has successfully accomplished over a full season. Being an elite hitter and an elite pitcher simultaneously places enormous stress on every part of the body. Every swing, every sprint around the bases, every pitch thrown at nearly 100 miles per hour adds additional pressure on his joints and muscles. For most players, recovering from one role is difficult enough. Ohtani is recovering from two. However, workload isn't the only concern. The Dodgers also believe mechanics are playing a significant role in Ohtani's knee problems. Ohtani himself recently admitted that he needs to adjust his pitching mechanics so his knee doesn't continue absorbing unnecessary stress. According to Mark Prior, the coaching staff believes they have identified what is causing the issue, but fixing it isn't nearly as easy as recognizing it. One major challenge is time. Most pitchers spend several bullpen sessions between starts fine-tuning their mechanics. Ohtani simply doesn't have that luxury. Because he's playing every day, as a hitter, he lacks the physical bandwidth to dedicate extra hours exclusively to pitching adjustments. Every minute spent refining mechanics is balanced against the need to stay healthy enough to contribute offensively. That unique challenge makes solving the problem much more complicated than it would be for an ordinary pitcher. The Dodgers noticed something interesting while reviewing video from Ohtani's start against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coaches observed that he was landing slightly farther across his body during his pitching motion. That small mechanical change may have placed additional stress on his left knee every time he delivered a pitch. While it might seem like a tiny adjustment, repeating that movement dozens of times in a single game can create significant inflammation over time. Pryor explained that elite athletes like Ohtani are natural compensators. During games, they often make unconscious adjustments to continue competing even if something feels uncomfortable. Unfortunately, those adjustments sometimes create new problems elsewhere in the body. A player may not even realize they're changing their mechanics until soreness appears after the game. That's exactly what the Dodgers are trying to prevent moving forward. Interestingly, Ohtani's performance during the final stretch before the All-Star break may already have reflected these physical challenges. While his first-half numbers remained outstanding overall, he wasn't quite as dominant in his final 4 starts, posting a 4.38 ERA. Although that's still respectable by most standards, it's noticeably higher than his season average. Whether that slight decline resulted from knee discomfort, mechanical adjustments, or a combination of both remains one of the biggest questions entering the second half. The encouraging news for Dodgers fans is that the organization acted before the situation became more serious. Rather than pushing Ohtani through discomfort, they prioritized treatment, rest, and recovery. Draining the knee before the break gives him valuable time to heal without missing meaningful regular season games. The hope is that this proactive approach allows him to return stronger, healthier, and ready for another dominant run toward October. Even if Ohtani isn't immediately pitching at full capacity, the Dodgers still possess one of baseball's deepest and most talented rosters. They have enough star power to remain playoff contenders. Last season proved they can overcome adversity and still compete for a championship. However, everyone inside the organization understands that a fully healthy Shohei Ohtani dramatically increases their chances of finishing with baseball's best record and securing home field advantage throughout the postseason. Dave Roberts made that expectation perfectly clear. The Dodgers aren't simply trying to qualify for the playoffs. Their goal is to finish with the best record in Major League Baseball. They believe their talent gives them that opportunity. But achieving that goal almost certainly requires a healthy Shohei Ohtani leading both the lineup and the pitching staff. As the second half of the season begins, every Dodgers fan will be watching closely. Will the extra rest solve the knee problem? Can Ohtani successfully adjust his mechanics? Will the Dodgers carefully manage his workload without limiting his impact? And perhaps the biggest question of all, can baseball's greatest two-way player remain healthy long enough to lead Los Angeles back to the World Series? One thing is absolutely certain. Shohei Ohtani's health isn't just the Dodgers' biggest storyline. It may become the biggest storyline in all of Major League Baseball during the remainder of the 2026 season. If he stays healthy, the Dodgers could become nearly unstoppable. But if the knee issue continues to linger, the road to another championship becomes far more challenging. The second half starts now, and every inning Ohtani pitches will be watched more closely than ever before. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani news. Let us know in the comments. Do you think Shohei Ohtani will stay healthy and lead the Dodgers to another World Series, or are you worried about his knee injury?